What's up? What up? What up? What up? And what is happening, man? Got something for y'all. Got something for y'all. Got something for y'all. Of course, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Uh, thank you for the support. We're gonna be chopping it up, talking to Sasha2Smooth, man. And if you watch the intro, she can drive and yes, turn wrenches and yeah, man, we're gonna get into the cars and the wrenching and what made her do the decide to turn some wrenches and all that good stuff. But y'all definitely just hang out and any questions for just put it in the comments. I can't see it, and I'll be bringing the comments up as we need to. Of course, we got Mr. Hustle Hard, Cortez. Hey man, I appreciate y'all jumping in here, man. I appreciate that for sure. But we're not gonna keep her waiting any longer. So we're gonna bring her in. Hello, hello, hello. How are
Yes,
we
yes.
doing?
Hey, hey,
Doing
hey. Great.
for those who don't know, this is Sasha2Smooth, aka you fill the AKAs because you got several of them.
So you got Sasha Smooth, aka you got Letty like Fast and Furious. I mean, I got names for days. I mean, it don't really matter. Just know I'm the lady mechanic, aka the lady diesel mechanic, aka the lady marine mechanic, aka whatever you need done. Hustler. Straight from Detroit, Michigan. And rocking
There
the
we go.
merch.
And rocking the swaps and stuff. I appreciate that. I do.
Yeah.
Uh for y'all that don't know, Sasha again turns wrenches, y'all. So
Yes.
I applaud that for real because hey,
I
that's what I
appreciate
enjoy
it.
doing. I enjoy doing it myself. As a pastime, but it pays the bills too.
It definitely pays the
What
bills.
up? Oh, what up? What up? What up? G Money. We got G
What's up,
Money
G
in here.
Money?
We got
Hey,
Patricia in
Patricia.
here. Hello, hello. Woman's. Oh. All right. All right. All right. We got
Hey,
New
what's up, New
York
York?
in your city. Hey, New York
New
man,
King
appreciate you
City.
dropping
New
in. I
King
really do.
City.
And then and of course, it's more. We're on the DIY thing, so you do a lot of you do a lot of your own turning wrenches and working on things. Now, I got a question. Well, tell the people who you are, what you do, and all that, and then we'll get into some more questions.
All right. Well, again, my name is Sasha. I have been working on cars as long as I remember. I always tell people I discovered wrenches before Barbies, and sometimes I wish I discovered the Barbies first because I probably wouldn't be that broke. Like I said, I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan. My dad and my grandpa were both master mechanics, so was pretty much raised in the shop. I got off into street racing at a young age. I used to steal my grandma's Honda and go to the street races and stuff. And my dad, he had a '87 Monte Carlo SS, 350 motor, 350 turbo trans with 373 gear in the back, and I pretty much learned how to drive from that point, and I've been addicted ever since. I run my own business, Smooth Moves Auto and Diesel, down here in Houston. I just came from Miami. I'm also co-owner with my homegirl and my sis, DDS Danny. We have Wet Cat Customs is coming soon, which is gonna be a all. Oh,
Can I pause? Wet Cat Customs. Y'all remember that name, okay?
yes,
Be sure and do that. Be sure and do that.
yes, and follow us on Instagram, WET_KAT_KUSTOM. So definitely follow us. She paint. I do the mechanical aspect. We also looking for other women that want to contribute. Whatever it is, type of skill that you have that you can contribute. We definitely looking for you. We want to, empower women as much as possible. Not to say that we don't care about the men, but we feel like that this has been a predominantly male field, and we want to make a door or a pathway for women to feel comfortable in this and not feel intimidated or pushed out, or all we could do is make sandwiches, because obviously we doing more than that. I also work for Metropolitan, the transit down here in Houston. So I have my hands on a little bit of everything. I can work on just about anything. I am at least embedded $50,000 with Matco. So Matco, if you out there, please holler and sponsor your girl because I need more tools.
It's, you heard that,
And we
Matco.
don't
You
we don't deal
heard
with
that.
Snap on.
Heard that. You heard that.
I
G Money
need the
is really funny.
sponsorship.
Funny, 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 G Money.
G
Okay, now as
Money
far
is
as you know, as
definitely
far as
funny.
you
That's
work,
my boo
yeah,
though.
man. He is funny, man. I appreciate y'all dropping in here. I really do, man. And of course, everybody here, for the most part, we've all met each other in person, which is cool. I mean, that's a big change from whenever we talking to others and not knowing who we are, as far other than what's in the chat. You know what I'm saying? So, and a lot of who we've met. Again, I've met you through New York, through the chat in New York's lives, as well as plenty others on here. So big shout out to New York.
Yes.
Um, and now as far as you working on stuff, what is the biggest thing or the most difficult or different thing that you've ever worked on as far as wrench wise?
I think I don't know about difficult because when you got the tools, that's kind of like half the battle. So it don't really be too difficult. And when you love what you do, it's never hard. It's never like, oh my God, I gotta go to work type thing. So I think the most different thing that I've worked on is in dealing with heavy equipment like excavators and steers and bobcats and things like that. That was definitely different for me because I'm used to cars and not heavy equipment. And then working on like charter boats and yachts and stuff, that was a very interesting, ordeal because one, you in these tight spots and then it's hot as ever, and then the boat is moving back and forth, and most of the stuff is big and heavy. So trying to like transfer stuff, trying to get into these tight spots and all that, again with the boat moving back and forth and all that was definitely interesting. And I think anything that I work on honestly is interesting because working on anything is like you never work on the same thing twice. you
Gotcha.
you know you rarely ever get into the same situation twice. It's always different. Like it might be the same car but they be different situations and things like that. So I love it for the challenge. I love it for the knowledge at the end of the day, and then I just really just love helping people. That's what I got in this field for. I like working on my own cars, but I love working on other people's stuff too because you never know what people got going on. They need to get to the hospital, or they need to get to childcare, or they need to get to the grocery store. And for me to come in there and be like, all right, let me fix this one problem for you, and to see people smile and to say good things and anything else, that does it for me. Like, I don't need anything else.
There we go. There we go. Got a couple more silverback. What's going on? Everybody speaking to you.
What's
LS
up,
in here,
Sister?
Chevy Rider.
Hey, Ella Chevy.
Um, but man, that hats off to you. Hats off to you. That's something I ain't never messed with is boats and stuff like that, man. When you saying tight quarters and moving, that 10 millimeter socket that you can never find. Could you imagine that on a moving boat? Could you imagine that your
Exactly.
boat's rocking and the tail? I know I laid it here.
And then
I
you
know
got
I
stuff
did,
that's
but
tight.
yeah, man,
And it's
yes,
so
I could.
tight because it's one way in, one way out. So when you're working with other people, it's really hard because you're crawling. You crawling everywhere. You're in tight spots. Your arm is like coming back looking like a cat. You got it to with a cat all scratched up and stuff. And like I said, some of them stuff is heavy. So you figure I'm in this tight spot like this, trying to hold something up, trying to put it on. I can't really get access to air tools like that. So now I'm hand tooling it or electric tooling it. And like I said, if you're not used to something moving, when you're in a boat and it's rocking, over time, like it kind of make you seasick. And then even when you get off the boat, it's like you're still feeling like you rocking back and forth. But the customers are so cool and dope. Like I have customers that like go out fishing and they'll give me like fish and stuff that I can take home, and it'd be really cool just to hear the stories. And they be really down to earth people, as badass as some of these boats be or yachts be. Like you
Right.
would figure like some of them be stuck up or they this and that, and they be so down to earth. Like willing to kick it with you and your family, like super, super dope. So that was definitely a great experience for me. So I love it.
And that was your Miami, and now you Houston, doing your thing in Houston, got your own business. But you was kicking it off
Uh,
down. You was doing your own thing, own business wise in Miami too, right? As far as the Too
yeah,
Smooth, right?
I actually started the business. Yes, Smooth Moves Auto and Diesel.
Smooth
So I
Moves,
actually started the business in Chicago. That's where I
Chicago.
initially started it at, and then I moved it down to Miami, and then from Miami I moved it on here.
Yeah, man. So you hear that? And she's been making moves. Chicago, Miami, Houston, making moves, making moves. I give it to you, man. One day I'll do that. One day I'll do that. All right, let's talk about the automobiles you have. Of course, the Dodge thing, the purple thing that you got going on. Plus, I
That's
seen you in
Stella.
action. Stella, huh? I seen you in action at the track. Uh, and then of course it's a couple videos of you out there sliding or drifting, however you want to call it, man. Which do you prefer? Do you prefer to be out there cutting donuts? Or do you prefer to be out there going straight?
I'd rather be racing. I've always been into racing. The sliding thing has been something new, just something kind of like to really just try. I guess honestly, because I see everybody else do it, so I was like, all right, that looked fun. But I'm from an older generation, and I was raised by OGs, so I'm used to racing. I'm used to taking the car out the trailer. We done already locked it in. We got somebody holding the money. We got somebody out there with the flashlight, and we running all night, and we kicking it and having fun and going to the track. So I really like racing more. I'm more into high performance, and with wet customs, that's what I want to get into. Is high performance because repair and maintenance is always gonna put money in your pocket, but my heart is in performance. I like to go fast. I didn't get my cars to go grocery shopping. Like I want to
There
go.
we go.
I want to talk my mess. I want to get in your face. I want to tell you your car slow. You gonna see this back tire. Like
There
I
it
love it,
is.
man, because I'm already a trash talker. So I love it.
Hey, I love the energy. I love the energy. Um, hey, New York, appreciate it. Durban, I appreciate both y'all sharing it out. I really do. Um, and can you see any of the comments here? Because
Oh my
they
goodness.
love it. They love it. They love it. So they loving some Sasha here, man. They loving some Sasha, which is good. It's good. It's good.
Well, I'm
It's
glad that
good.
everybody rock with me, man. I try to bring nothing but genuine good vibes in a world that's really cold and so much stuff going on in the world. I try to just, release positive energy, man, because energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be transferred or transformed. So every person that I meet and come in contact with, I try to give my best self, and I try to be honest in everything that I do because I don't never want people to feel like I'm superhuman, like I don't go through things or whatever the case may be. So I try to reveal the honest and the truthness of me. So
Yes.
I'm glad that people
Yes.
rock with me regardless.
Yes. And man, if y'all ain't follow on IG, I will have IG descriptions. Her YouTube is in the link. Will be in the link, and I think it's already in the link here. Definitely go over. But hey, look, we've even got Silver back in the mix. Man, they loving you. They loving you. They
Hey,
loving you.
Silverback.
They loving you. Black Rain was good. Was good. It was good, man. They loving you. The energy. The energy. The energy. And as far as let's talk about the automobiles you have. We got Stella, and then who else do we have over there?
We got Miss Brenda. That's my
Miss
96
Brenda.
SS.
Miss Brenda. I'm loving the
That's
names.
great. I wanted to find like a older, yeah, because I wanted something older, like one of them auntie names, your auntie that's in the kitchen with that little bit of fat hanging from the arm. So that's how my 96 is. That's Miss Brenda right there. She gonna get you right.
Uh-huh. And definitely can throw down when she need to. You know,
Right. And that's a
definitely
big
can
girl
throw
right
down when
there.
she need to. Yeah. That's all. Hey, you can't handle the
Yeah.
truth. Hello,
But
hello,
my
hello.
96 is yeah, what's up? You can't handle the truth. But yeah, my 96 it was always one of my dream cars. So I'm really blessed and honored to have three that have had three so far. So and I've had every color. I've had the dark cherry metallic, I've had the dark green gray metallic, and now I have bad to the bone black. So I'm really excited. Eventually I will do a LS swap in it, but my car came with low mileage and my LT1 is running strong. So I'm just riding it as now. I'm just really just
Right.
happy to have it in my possession. Like I don't really care about doing nothing too major, the rims and all that. Like it's I love an OG, man. The OG rims. I've been slowly but surely putting it together the way that I want to, getting the suspension right. I got the AC together, trying to get the music together, and I just want to ride, man, with other folks that love it, love these cars as much as I do. So I'm hoping to become a part of Louisiana Inc. I love Louisiana Inc. Shout out to my boy Chris. I also love Texas Inc. too. So I mean, it really don't matter. I originated with Chicago Inc. I rock with them heavy. Atlanta Inc. Miami Inc. Orlando, like all of the Incs. Like shout out to the whole Inc. chapter. Like they so major
Right.
out here. They not even a car club. It's a family at this point. And then if I do get rims, you already know I'm gonna holler at my people's Kenton Customs. That's the only person I'm gonna mess with when it comes to the rims.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Oh, that's all right. Now as far as your, which do you prefer, and the color wise on the Impala, the one you have now, or you said you had all the colors. So which color did you prefer? I like them all, but I like it at green, man.
I like the
It,
green.
I like that green.
I
It's just don't
It
see a
wasn't
lot of
that
them.
many produced. Yeah, that's
Right.
what I like about it. It wasn't that many produced or whatnot. And then a lot of people don't know it's actually two like variations of that green. Like you have some that's a little lighter and one that's a little darker if people pay attention or whatnot. But I love the dark green metallic. I think it was a very pretty color. I mean, I really like all of them, honestly. I never thought that I would have a black one because I always used to talk trash to my friends who have the black ones and they'd be like, oh, black is the fastest one and all this. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. And then I found myself into getting one. Mine is a one person owner. So I
There you
really
go.
love it for that fact. I have the Carfax to prove it. It's originally a Florida car down in Homestead. It had 57,000 miles on the motor when I first got it last month. So I mean, I just love it. I just love the car,
That's
man. It
all
really
right
don't
right
matter about
there.
the color. Yeah, I want to
And
keep it
you put it
original.
on the
It's going
road.
to continue to stay black. Yeah, I
You
put
put
it
it
on
on
the
the road
road,
too.
which is crazy because I took it to New Orleans last weekend, and oh my goodness, my outer bearing decided to disintegrate 55 miles outside of Baton Rouge. And then the race decided it wanted to be embedded to the spindle, so had to cut the race out and cut the spindle, shave it down just so I could get the bearings back on there, go to New Orleans, and then drove it back home. And it's been cool ever since.
And y'all hearing this now? She naming off the parts that needs to be fixed, and she fixes them. Hey, man, she's the real deal. She's the real deal. Then a lot of people ain't gonna know what the race, the bearing, the spindle. You got it going on. Um, it's and now the what's that? Charger. I'm not familiar with the Dodge platform very much.
Challenger.
I
It
apologize.
is a challenger.
Challenger, Challenger, Challenger Stella. You definitely
Yes.
be
Chally
you
game.
be, they definitely put it on the road too. Because if I ain't mistaken, you just
Oh
drove
yes,
from
you do.
Houston. You just drove from Houston to St. Louis, correct?
Chicago. I went to
Chicago.
Chicago
Then
first, and then I went from Chicago to St. Louis, and then I moved from Miami and drove it to Houston. I have been to Orlando, Tampa, and Jacksonville, and down in the Keys too. That Challenger has been everywhere.
everywhere. So you definitely put it on.
All my cars are
Definitely
meant to be driven. They not trailer queens. They not. They gonna get out there and stroll.
look at Cortez. Put some respect on Dodge,
Oh
boy.
Lord.
Man, hey, I apologize that I don't know the platform
Nah,
very well. I do know that they seem to be
that's
fast
fine.
cars. They seem to perform well from what I gather, and I see that there is
I
quite
mean,
the
Dodge did a
following.
smart thing. You
Man,
know,
there is a following for them in Texas.
they can
I've
say
noticed
whatever
that.
it is. It is a definitely a large. I think it's a large following. Honestly, everywhere. I mean, Dodge did a smart thing. Like, people could say what they want to say about it. And even though I'm originally a Chevy girl, but Dodge did smart. They took these cars. They put this horsepower into them, and then they put a low ticket on them, so it can be affordable for everybody. And it worked. It
Yeah.
worked. So I can't knock them for that. And my TA, which I have a TA 392, which the TA stands for Trans Am. A little history on it is they had the Trans Am race series back in the 60s and 70s. And Dodge was basically like, hey, Chevy came out with Corvette, Chevelle, and all this. We want a special edition car for this series. And that's where they came out with the TA. And the TA, even back in the day, had the black hood, the black roof, and the black trunk. So that's why on my car, it has those things too. And then I have an original Mopar color, which is plum crazy purple. So I love it. I love my car, man. It has TA in the seats, and my headlights to say TA. So, and it has 6-piston brakes in the front, 4-piston Brimbos in the back. So I love it, man. It's a great car,
Listen
and it has
to
a
it.
functional
Look,
hood.
with the history of Dodge and they put it into the newer stuff and I didn't know that. I
A
didn't
lot
know
of
that
people,
at all.
when I bought the car, I didn't know what TA stand for. I was like, maybe it's a lot of people thought it was track edition, but it's not. Do your research, Google.
Do it. Hey, we got a couple more people in here. We got Fast Gato. Appreciate you dropping in.
What's good, man?
And yes, I was able to meet him in Dallas. I met him in Dallas. And Tim Windsor, appreciate you dropping in. Um, a couple more, man. And hey, I love I love the energy, man. I love the energy. You got the energy, and definitely is as far as meeting you, I met you there in Dallas, and then again in St. Louis, man. It was just love, man. And I appreciate that. And I appreciate you coming on,
I'm always
hanging out
lit.
with me. Yeah, appreciate you coming on, hanging out with me. And look, the first time I met her, right, I go to shake her hand. She said, no, we do hugs here. I said, oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So that was
Cause I
that was
feel like
cool.
I'm a
That was
woman. Like I don't want my hand shaking. Like God made me to be soft and and soft spoken and gentle. Like I'm meant to be hugged on. I'm meant to be caressed on. Don't give me no handshake.
cool. Okay, now and as far as the your Impala itself, what have you done to it? Other than the bearings and stuff like that. I know you say you just got the AC done, and you just got the what anything else you doing? I mean, far suspension, you're going to go music, and to me, I wouldn't touch the engine. I drive it the way it is. If it ain't showing no issues, I drive
I
it the way
drive
it
it
is.
the way
Plus,
it is.
being a one
It
owner,
ain't
plus
leaking. It
right, you know,
That's
younger
what
when
I'm
I was younger,
saying. So
and when I first got into the LS thing, I was like, man, let's swap this, let's swap that, let's swap. No, now it's like, man, if it's running and it's good, leave it alone, drive it.
exactly. And a lot of people are trying to convince me like, "Oh, you should go ahead and swap." And I'm like, "For what?" Like like turnkey. If I go out there right now, it's gonna crank up. I ain't even got to do much. You feel me? So it's like, and the motor, like when I pop the hood, it's super clean. I've changed the belt tensioner. I've changed the belt. I'm gonna change my other pulleys as well, just to kind of dress it up. I changed the coolant temperature sensor in the front, which it has two. You have one for the fan, and the other one is for the gauge itself, which is right there on the passenger side in between the headers, which was also a crappy design by GM.
Well, they've
But yeah,
yeah, yeah,
I've
that
definitely I,
well, moving the distributor, I kind of put it on the front of the engine. I'm like, why? Why?
it's
'Cause,
not even
you
that.
haven't
It's
had
the
any
simple
issues
fact
with
that
that, have you?
y'all put spark behind a water pump. I
Right,
haven't had any issues yet. But I mean, if I get into that, I mean, I know how to swap it out, and I mean, of
right,
course, it's a common thing for the opti to go out because it was a crappy design by GM. You put water in front of spark, and then the water pump was also known to leak. So I mean, water and electric don't mix, so it's bound to something to happen. So that was in the. I think that's a lot of reasons why people go ahead and swap it too.
yeah.
Off the strength of that. But I haven't had any issues. Fingers crossed. Let's keep it like that, and I'm going to continue to drive it as is. I've completely rebuilt the whole front end. I've did the inner and outer tie rods. I've did the pitman arm, the idler arm, the drag link, the steering, the gearbox. I'm also gonna be changing the actual shaft itself to the Jeep mod shaft to make it a little tighter. And just continuing on, I got my rear coilovers that I'm getting ready to do. I'm gonna do Bilstein front shocks. I'm gonna lower it a little bit more. Definitely going to get into the exhaust, make her a little louder and stuff like that, which I think I might have an exhaust leak. So we're gonna get to the bottom of that. Like I said, I fixed the AC. I got this awesome kit. If anybody out there has a B body and needs an AC kit that's gonna come with everything, holler at me so I can direct you to this awesome guy, APE. I think Motorsports or whatnot. He's down there in Fort Worth, Texas. The kit is he give us a discount for B bodies. So like I said, holler at me and I will direct you to it. I also mess with Spawn Performance. That's where I get all my suspension parts, rear end parts and things like that. So if there's anything that you need B body wise, I don't care what it is, if it's a Roadmaster, if it's a Fleetwood, Impala, Caprice, whatever, holler at me and I'll point you in the right direction. And of course, shout out to Rock Auto also. Because I love them and I got heavy
Rock
coupons
Auto.
and discounts. So if you need that,
Uh-oh.
definitely get at me for that too.
Yeah. Listen to it. Hey, she got some hookups for y'all B-body guys. You know what I'm saying? And then when you mentioned something about wheels and rims and something, what do you prefer? Are you a big wheel person, a moderate size, or just something that you got to do a whole bunch of modifications to the car with? Because to be honest, with your setup on the Impala, I would try to get something that sits right nice underneath it where I ain't got to do a bunch of modifications. But you said you're going coilover, so you ready to do something.
Oh yeah. So I like the OG stocks, man. Like ain't nothing nicer than the OG stocks, but I really want to experiment and I've always been so old school that I'd be like, nah, I ain't gonna do them big rims and all that. So I'm hoping to go ahead and go with 24s. And I'm gonna have a nice, nice size lip in the back, a little Fantasia. I'm gonna squat it, of course, because I mean, this is the squat look just looks, I don't know. It looks so nice and so clean riding in traffic. And I want somebody to be like, yo, his car is nice, and me to roll down the window and see my hair flicking out the window. And they be like, oh my God, it's a woman in there. So I like the shock and
Yeah.
awe type of thing. I just want it to be clean. I don't want to take too much away from the car because the car was already it was awesome in 96. It's awesome now. So I really don't want to do too much, but just add my own little taste to it. And I just want to ride clean, man. I just when I get done working through the week, I just want to be able to go to the garage, crank it up, ride with my family because it's big enough. Ride with my family and just vibe, man. I'm hoping to have a nice system in it. I'm gonna have a custom box, custom trunk. I actually want to I want to do some Houston, Texas type stuff. I want to have like the trunk to pop,
Lights.
and then I want the neon lights on it and all that. So I really want to incorporate some Texas into it, so I
I
can kind
got
of
you.
blend
I
in.
got
I ain't doing I ain't doing the big rims and all that, which I
you.
love it. I respect the slab riders. I love them 100 in the candy paints and all that. It just ain't for your girl Sasha.
Yes,
Maybe
I
on
got
another
you.
car, but not the 96.
I got you. Man, y'all in the chat, y'all do me a favor. Durbin's done did it. Go ahead and hashtag at Whistle Gang in there, just conversation wise. And as far as then we say Whistle Gang, you doing anything that you do? You plan on doing any power adders maybe later on, as far as nitrous, supercharger, procharger,
Of course, of
turbo maybe?
course. I love me some power adders at the end of the day. So I definitely want when I do the swap, I definitely want to probably go supercharger when it comes to the 96. When it comes to the Challenger, if I keep it, because I've been looking at other things, I want to pro charge it at that point. So I definitely want some power adders, and I mean you need some happy juice, so you gotta have a couple shots on there because it's like insurance, man. Everybody got it, and if you don't have it, it sucks to be you, especially when you're talking about racing. Like you're gonna need it. But I don't really plan to race the Impala like that, so I'm gonna keep the Impala as just a cruiser. Go state to state. And then the Challenger is like, hey, if you want action, if you sit like me, get next to me, let's go. I race anything, honestly. I foot race. You can get it in a tempo. Hell, I got the Tahoe too. You can get it in that too. It really don't matter, man. I ain't never
Oh shoot!
scared to run what I brung.
So as Zay would say, "I ducks no smoke."
Yep.
He said, "I
Mr.
ain't
Ooh
ducking no smoke."
Wee.
Mr. Ooh, we would say,
I
"I
ain't
ain't ducking no smoke."
I
So she
ain't
ready
never
to get it.
ducking no smoke.
She ready to get it, man. And the thing is, though, with the way technology is and the way that you don't know what nobody's got under their hoods. It doesn't matter what they're driving. To be honest, it could be
I think this
the biggest
generation is different.
whatever. Right.
This generation is a whole lot different from when I was growing up. I could tell you the recipe, but don't mean you're gonna cook it like me. You feel me? Nowadays, people be hiding, fogging kids underneath the intake and doing all this extra stuff, and oh, it ain't hooked up, and they be lying they little behinds off. Which I mean, it's a part of the game. At the end of the day, you can't be mad at it, but I just feel like this generation of racing is a lot softer than it was when we was racing. We didn't care. We tell you, it's a 355 up under here, with some good heads and a good cam, and we gonna keep it moving. So I just feel like racing has like I really needed to get back to where it was. I need racing to be what it used to be. Because right now it's all these new cars. You used to go to street racing, it was number old school cars.
Right.
Now
You
Mopar
right.
it took over, which I can't
They
talk too
did.
much because I got a Mopar too, but I don't know. I miss the old days, man. I miss the old heads out there talking mess and they all in each other's face and man, your car ain't gonna do nothing, man. Man, take that bad boy up the trailer, man. Like I miss that until like that used to be everything for me. Like as a kid, like, oh, he gonna get you. Mr. Thomas gonna get you. Like so
Hey, we got a
I just got the genuine
question.
love for it, man.
Right, right. Got a question for
I'm
you.
listening.
Durbin. Uh, what's this? He asked, "What was the worst thing that you've worked on?"
Afford.
Oh no. Oh, we gonna have some. We gonna. They might change their mind about you here in the comments. We don't know.
That's all right. Let's weave them out. Let's weave them out.
Yeah, I say
Yeah, I
that could
think
be
a
rough.
four, any type of fours is
That'd be rough. I know that I don't know what engine it is, but they was bad about blowing spark plugs out, breaking out spark plugs. You could blow the spark plug out, you have to retap the hole and then put the go on. I can't remember what it is, but it was a bad design. It was a bad design, but you know they still out there making. I'm not saying they don't make a good
and
looking
even with
vehicle because
Mopar too.
they're oh, transmissions forever is what they was
Cause them
known for, having
Intrepids,
bad transmissions. Oh, Intrepid. I never. Only thing I know about
that
Intrepid
Intrepid
is
was a
they got
mud
some good
boy.
cool. They got some good cooling fans.
Yeah,
You
peace
know, you
prayer.
want to put them cooling fans.
That's it. That is it. And then on the diesel side, I hate those internationals, man. Like they like the Ford of diesel. Like them Max Force engines, like they're crappy. And even them like Mercedes diesel engines, they leak like crazy. Don't matter what you do to it. I think all them diesel engines really just leak like crazy. So it just all depends.
I mean, the way they run, it sounds like they internally uh, beating themselves apart. Seems like sometimes the older ones. You know what I mean? The newer ones seem to be. They don't sound like as bad, but the older ones sound like they were just trying to beat themselves apart from the inside out. The way they ran, but you know,
I
they
think
make
when
good
it come
power.
down to it, it's not the cars that be the worst thing. It be the people that be the worst thing because people don't take care of their cars. So, the car might have been good, but because you didn't do your regular maintenance like you supposed to, you ignored that knocking noise or that ticking noise or whatever the case may be. So I really, really wouldn't say it's the car. I really would say it's the people that be a little more difficult to deal with because people lie. Oh, it just started doing that. Use a lie.
Yes. Yes. It wasn't doing that on the way here. I don't know what that is. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. All right. And have you ran into that one that when they leave and they're like, well, I hear a different noise. I hear a different
Oh, them
noise. It's like,
customers care, boy. Or the customer to be like, I know you worked on such and such, but now this other thing is messing up. Well, ma'am, I changed your brakes. I don't know what's going on with your motor. I didn't even touch the motor. Like I hate that, man. Like, and then for
yeah,
me, what I do with my customers, I write a list of everything I touch, the date that I touched it. If I replace the part, I put the part number. Like I'm very like I don't know. I'm very thorough when it comes to running my business. I don't know if it's because I'm a woman, or I'm just a business type of person, but I try to give like reassurance, like, hey, and then it's kind of like a CYI cover your ass. Like, no, I touched this, and this. I showed them the old part. I showed them the new part. I allowed them to keep the receipt. That way, if they need to take something back or if it has a warranty wise or whatever the case may be, it's all under my business account. So I don't play them type of games, but people try it every day. Like,
oh
every
yeah,
day.
oh yeah, yeah. The fact that they may not have heard that noise is because their brakes were grinding or squealing. Now that the brakes are no longer grinding or squealing, now we hear the noise. You know what I mean? It was always there. You just couldn't hear it because your brakes were grinding. You couldn't hear it because they were squealing. But yeah,
No,
again, I
people don't
appreciate you
hear it until
dropping
they
in.
get the money.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
When you
definitely
broke, you
appreciate
don't
you
hear it.
dropping in.
When you have some money, I
Yes,
appreciate it.
yes, yes. Would there be anything else that you would want to do besides doing the card thing? I mean, is there anything else, far as if not necessarily just cars, anything else? You might would want to.
um, I You know what? Honestly, I'm so much of a hustler that I'm into so many things. Like I'm into cryptocurrency. I actually want to get into the Airbnb and things. I'm trying to make my own like marijuana products as far as like grinders and trays and stuff. Like I'm into like a lot of stuff. I'm heavy into everything. I can crochet, I can sew, I can weld, like I can do plumbing. I can do a lot of stuff because as a mechanic, like my mind is my most powerful tool. It's more powerful than any other tool I got out there in them toolboxes. So it's just whatever God has intended for me, I'm with it. I'm just at the end of the day, I just want to take care of my family. So I don't have no real big dreams and aspirations of just one particular thing. It's just whatever comes my way, whatever life, what cards I'm dealt with, I'm gonna make it do what it do. And I
I
want to put
feel
other
you.
people on too.
I feel you. I feel you. Cortez, that's just one that I had. It's just, yeah, it is different. It does have the play button. It is different. It's just one that I had. Yes, yes, yes.
It does.
Uh, let's say, oh, Lefty, what's good? What's good? If I missed y'all in the chat, I apologize. I know somebody was saying something about a twin turbo, something in here. I'm gonna go back and look and see what it was. Can't remember who it was, but they're talking about no speed limit productions. Okay, and then talking about
Nice.
a twin turbo Hellcat on nitrous. That's what sound like they got going on over there.
Ooh.
No speed limit. Yeah, man, that's all right. That
Oh,
is
that's
all
what's
right.
up. I got to see that
That's
in
all right.
person.
That's all right. But now as far as, do you do body work? I know you said something about your partner does body. Do you do body work, paint, or is that something you might want to try, or just
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it alone? No.
I have a whole lot of respect for people who do body and repair. That's a whole nother monster. It's already one trying to be a mechanic and deal with the mechanical aspect. But I have a lot of respect for people who do body and paint. But it is not something that I have an interest in at all. I'm gonna leave that to sis and whoever else do it. There's some major shops out there that I respect like so much, like Stretch Customs out there in Atlanta. Like you got my boy Bruce down there in Miami. Like there's a lot of people that I respect to do that. And I've had an opportunity to do some body work and things like that. And after doing, at first I used to think like, oh, this is easy. But when you're talking about getting body lines straight and getting structure and all that, like I got a lot of respect and salute to those people out there that go out there and do that. And I'm sorry that y'all are underappreciated because y'all really like make some miracles out there.
Yes.
And I respect
Yes.
y'all for it.
Yes. I mean, it definitely takes some. definitely takes some patience. I mean, it really does because, woo, it's one thing to cut out a piece of metal and weld it back in, and then you got to make that body line straight again. You got to make it, where it's presentable when the paint job is finished. So that is
Exactly.
tough. That is tough. It's different. Drop a motor in and hide some wires. It could be done, but
Right.
and the hood shut. Then, you know what I mean. So the
Right.
exterior is exposed. It's the first, it's what you see. So man, hats off to them
Right.
just
It's the
doing the
first thing
work
you
for
see.
sure. Right, right. You can't hide that, that paint job or that lack thereof paint job. The dream team, Sasha and Cortez. Hey, if you don't know who Cortez is, man,
Uh-oh.
he definitely put some work together. He's tough. Cortez is tough. He's tough,
That's
man.
what's
He
up.
do
I'm
some.
gonna have to link with
Oh man,
Cortez. We want to like
he's
collaborate.
he's in the I won't say Dallas area. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
Oh,
He's somewhere in that
cool.
area.
That's even
He's in
closer.
Texas. Yeah, he is in Texas. Um, off the hook talent. Yeah, Durbin, man. Yes, 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 they do. Yes, they do. Well, and
Yes,
we was
Cortez,
talking about
Annie.
duck and smoke and stuff. One of the comments, G Money said something about running a Tahoe against you. I don't know what that is. And then he came back and said something about taking a Caprice and racing the Impala. I don't know. I think that's what it said. But I mean, it's
Well,
way
G
back
Money
there.
know
I
he
did.
can get it at any time.
So G
G
Money,
Money know I ain't hard to find.
there G Money, there it is. Locked in, ready to get it, man. Ain't no ducking no smoke.
Hey,
She
and
said it.
it ain't nothing but V8s in my driveway.
So that's it. You locked in, buddy. You are locked in next wherever. Do you plan on going to any more events as far as well, I know, like I said, Texas has a huge car community, man, from what I've been noticing. And they have
They
something
do.
seems like going on every day. It seems to be that way. I don't know. But as far as you plan on doing
Yeah.
any more events traveling wise? So I know you're down to travel. So if there's anything going on, let's say in the Tennessee, Virginia, North Carolina area, you be jumping the ride and go.
So, as far as right now, I'm really busy between running my business and working for the city bus. So right now, I'm at a standstill because I'm trying to stack because to make money, I got to make more money to try to invest in the things that I want to do. So right now, I'm mastering my craft. I'm actually studying for my 608 and 609 to get into AC. So I'm really like, excuse me, buckled down at this point. I was trying to go to Whitfest this weekend, which is gonna be a major thing. And shout out to my
Look,
people that's
look, look,
hosting
look, look,
Whitfest.
look. LS
Yes,
just said
yes,
it.
yes. Texas Whitfest is gonna be major. I'm really sad that I'm gonna miss it because I work nights and I won't get off until 6:30 a.m. that Saturday morning, and then I gotta be back at work at 10. So to try to drive 3 hours, turn up, drive the 3 hours back, try to get some rest and work is just too much for me. I'm over 30. I can't get it. I need naps in between. So, my homegirl DDS, Danny, and Angie and them, they coming down here and they're gonna drive up there and support. So I will be there in spirit. Hopefully I get a chance to come next year. Probably for the rest of the year. I probably won't be just because I'm focused on my business and focused on my goals and things like that. But anybody who know me know that I support everybody 100%. If you got merch, I got like just a drawer of just nothing but everybody's merch. So, if you got some merch out there, let me know. I buy it, I support it, and I try to be at everything as much as possible, but I'm only one person. And I'm over here trying to break barriers that a lot of people didn't think was going to be broken in the beginning. It's
Yeah.
difficult being a woman mechanic. So I'm trying to break down some barriers so other women like me can come through and shine. So I'm doing this for y'all. I'm taking these sacrifices for y'all.
And as far as that, like, have you ever in the beginning saying you can't been told you can't do that, or you're not supposed to do that,
Of
or
course.
you're not going to be there? Okay, and you use that as fuel.
Of course. I'm from Detroit. I'm a hustler. You ain't gonna sit here and tell me I can't do something. I'm gonna come out the mud with it, like, and I'm gonna bring everybody with it at the end of the day. Like, I heard, like, you gotta figure I've been in this over 10 years, so now it's a little more open for women to be in this. But when I started off, women wasn't doing this, So when I was going to school or when I was out there trying to work on people's cars, people doubted me. They didn't think that they thought I'd forget to tighten the lug nut. They felt like I was better suited in the kitchen making a sandwich. I had a lot of doubt. I even had family members. I had my own mama tell me the mechanics wasn't gonna make no more than 30,000, and I needed to reconsider what I was doing. The only person that had my back was my daughter, and she wasn't even like of age at that point because now she's 13. But back then she was still young. She was 3, 4 years old, supporting me, telling her friends like something wrong with your mommy car. You need to take it to my mommy so she can fix it. Like that was my only
There it
main
is.
supporter. That was all
Yes,
I had.
there it is.
So
There
of
it
course
is.
it's
To say
difficult,
coming through.
every
Hey,
day. And you know, even now I still have like issues. Like I had this guy at work was like, "Oh, over in my country, women don't do manual labor." Well, you're not in your country, buddy. You're in America, and you dealing with Sasha2Smooth, and I'm gonna put
there it
in
is.
work. So now you can either get with it or you can get the hell out my way.
There it is. Hey, I
You
commend
gotta
you.
have
I commend
confidence,
you.
man. Confidence is everything.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Now, do you find yourself with any more projects? Maybe is there something else that you would like to have, car wise or truck wise? You'd be like, man,
Of
I kind of want
course.
that. I'd love to have that. What would that be?
Let me pull out my long list.
Uh oh.
So
Uh
my
oh.
first and my ultimate dream
Can I
car
guess? Can I
was
guess
a
one, please?
72 Chevelle SS.
I was, I was going to guess it.
Yes.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it was going to be an A body. I didn't know Chevelle or
I got to have
Malibu
my
or.
Chevelle. I like the Malibu too though. Like I like the G body. Like I love it. I like the T type. I always wanted a T type. I gotta get an 87 Monte Carlo SS. I definitely want a C10, like a box, like a 70s C10. I love that. Cause my dream is to always have a pickup truck with three on the tree. I've never driven three on the tree, and it's definitely on my bucket list. I definitely want Eleanor. That's probably the only Mustang or Ford that I would actually like consider getting. What else? It's so many cars out there. I like the GTO, which my boy TK just got. I love the GTO. It's got to be stick. I love the G8. It was nice they came up with the Chevy SS, but I like the original G8. What else? I mean, there's so many. I want an '89 IROC because I was born in '89, so that's iconic for me. I definitely want a WS6 Trans Am T top. One of my homeboys had one. He actually got killed in a motorcycle accident, so I want one of those. And
Mm,
man, I just want it all, man. I just
I
want a
hear that.
huge barn where I can just put a bunch of cars
Bunch of cars in.
and just
Yes,
and just be
and the
happy
A
that
body.
way.
I'm a A body. I love the A body style cars. I love them.
I
Chevelle,
love the
Malibu,
Novas.
Cutlass, all
Yeah, I
those,
like the
man.
Cutlass too, the 442.
Yeah, Cutlass.
Which you got 4-speed transmission, 4-barrel carburetor, dual exhaust.
There it
For the people
is.
that didn't know.
Education, y'all. Y'all listening? We got some education going on here. Are y'all listening? All right, all right. And look, Cortez said A body. That's Cortez got a 70. I forgot the 70, 71, 70, 72 Monte Carlos also an A body. I forgot about that.
Oh, I like
Uh,
those too.
you got to check his man. Cortez. Well, I mean, if you can see a little bit of it in
Yeah,
his
I
picture
need to
there,
get in tune with Cortez, man.
man. And the square body truck that you're talking about, he's building one, and it's off the hook. It's got a dash
I
swap
love them
in it. It's got a
C10s,
LS
man.
swap in it.
Them C10s
So
so
he's
nice.
yeah, yeah, yeah. The three on the tree I've tried when I was younger, a Maverick. I couldn't figure it out. I tried though. I
I'm gonna
tried to
get it.
figure the three on the
I'm gonna
tree.
get it. Cause I
You
learned
know,
manual, so I drive manual. So I love manual. At the end of the day, I think it's anti-theft because a lot of people don't. I actually taught my daughter how to drive manual because I said, look here, it might be a time we might be in a manual car. I don't know, I might have a heart attack or a stroke or some shit. You want to get me to the hospital, so I'm gonna need you to learn how to drive.
yeah, yeah. And I was saying in another live the other day. I was just shocked at how many people did not know how to drive a manual. You know, I did not realize. I thought it was just something that
I've actually
everybody
taught
knew.
multiple guys how to do it. No, they
Yeah.
don't, which is crazy. I had to teach 5 guys already how to drive manual.
Do you ride any bikes or anything?
Hell yeah, I got my motorcycle license. I like crotch
See,
rockets.
see,
I am an
man. See,
adrenaline
that's something
junkie,
I didn't know.
okay?
It's something that if y'all didn't know, now everybody that she gets down in the two wheel world too.
I love the
Man,
two wheel. I actually sold my bike when one of my homeboys got killed. So I sold my bike afterwards because unfortunately, as much as I like bikes, people out there don't respect bikers, man. Like you need to look twice for us. Because you're in a car, so you're protected. When them wheels go down, that's a wrap, man. Like it's a flip a coin, like live or die type of situation. And people really need to slow down. Like when you see bikers, give them at least 2 car spaces. Allow them to maneuver and do what they gonna do. You feel me? Because it's not worth having somebody lose their life. Because people want to go home to their families at the end of the day. So respect bikers. Look twice.
yes, yeah. They say it was a save a life, look twice. I think that's what it says. Look twice and save a life. I think that's what it said for the bikers,
Hmm.
man. It's and I
Please.
I haven't rode in years. I used to ride, man, and I kind of miss it from time to time. But just like you, I had a friend of mine. He passed on a bike and from an individual not looking twice. You know, so and of course then we got LS in there talking about the Busa. He got a Suzuki rider. Yes, sir.
Hey, that's
Yes,
why I'm all
sir.
about Suzuki. I had a Gixxer
Suzuki.
600.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah, you ain't playing. You ain't playing a good stunt bike.
Yeah, it was a
Good
oh
stunt
07
bike.
at that, which I like the oh 06, oh 07. It was nice for those bikes.
Yes, yes, and fast. 600, 750s, 1000s. There's respectable bikes because of their size. Definitely. Um, you as far as we already know that the cars, the A bodies and the square bodies and all that. But do you have any other places that you may want to say, "Loud, I'm gonna go move to here." You moved from Miami to Houston. Is there somewhere else that you might want to say, "I'm gonna try this, give this place a spot"? Thank you,
If I go
NASCAR Nana.
anywhere at this point, it would be out the country. I would definitely would consider Jamaica or DR somewhere. But if not, you know what? As much as I've moved, I really love Houston and I really would
Yes,
love to stay here. I really would love to call this home and be settled in it. I mean, I've always wanted to be in Houston. I finally got my opportunity to come here. So as far as like if I would move to another state, probably not. And if I was gonna move, hey girl, if I was gonna move anywhere else, it would be out the country at this point. And then at that point, I would have to wait till my daughter. My daughter got 4 more years and she'd be grown. So once she get grown, then we'll make that decisions. But I love Houston. I want this to continue to be home, and I hope that I don't have to ever go anywhere else. Truthfully, Texas
all
does
right,
it for me.
all right. Well, it takes forever to get from one place to another. There, I found that out. I was just like, "Good gracious, man!
It
It's
was
huge.
like I think it's
The
like eight
state's
hundred
huge.
miles straight across.
That
Yeah, that's
state
what I'm
is
saying. Like, yeah, you
huge.
got so many major cities. You got Dallas, you got in San Antonio, you got Austin. I mean, you got so many different like places, and they all like different. And then you got Mexico knocking right next door. So I don't know. I just like Texas. It's really dope here. The food is good here. The people are good. The car scene is amazing. There's so many different aspects of the car scene here. It just never gets old to me, man. And I only been there a month, and I've just been in love. Like my cars have been in love. I've been in love, and I just love the support and everything else from the people that are here, like T Rose, Zay, Mr. Sip, Mamba, Shaker T. Just to name a few. Like everybody has showed me mad love, and especially not being from here. Shout out to Ma FX, Kendra, and Twin, and all of them. Like it's so many people I can like go down a list. Like SRT Life, like man, it is just so many awesome people here, and I just love it. And like they said, Texas is God's country, man. It's God's land over here.
Yeah. Yes. 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 Hello,
What do you
man.
say?
CNC Auto
Put
Works.
that comment
He
back
said
up.
y'all. He said y'all better listen. Talking about how good Texas is. He talking about how Texas is nice. Yeah. I don't know. One day
Yes,
maybe
it is.
somewhere. Um. Well,
Come on,
I
man. Come on.
I, hey, I appreciate you coming on and hanging out with us, man, or coming over here. I sure appreciate your time. I appreciate every last one of y'all in the chat for coming and hanging out. I want to see some thumbs up for Sasha because she definitely brought some information today. Told her a little bit about herself, and what she drives and what she likes. So y'all give her some thumbs up in here, man. Give her some thumbs up. Um,
And
and again, I
definitely
thank
follow
you.
us on Instagram too, because we definitely have merch.
Yes, let's get it. Can you get into that real quick? A little bit more on the wet cat thing again, one more time for those that wasn't listening.
So we got Wet Cat Customs. Hold on, I'm trying to find my shirt. Hold on. Got to find my shirt. Where is my shirt? All right. I'm about to take you to the garage.
Oh, we're
Take
gonna
you
see
to the
some rides,
garage.
y'all.
Walk through
We're
the
gonna
house.
see some rides, y'all. We're
Yeah,
gonna
we
see
can
some
we can lease for the
rides.
car. So
Uh oh.
this is my Tahoe. We're talking about my Tahoe.
Yeah, G Money. There it is, the Tahoe. She gonna
It's
line them
ready
up. She ain't
available.
scared. She ain't scared. G Money, line them up.
And they go to
Look at that. Look
96.
at that.
And then
Horsepower.
I keep the good girls in the garage.
Horsepower.
Yes, yes, the TA.
Y'all check it. Check it now. Definitely follow
And
her
make
on the
sure to follow us.
Instagram.
So yes, where's my merch? So we got water bottles, which is right here. I don't know if you can see it. We got our water
The
bottles and
name
stuff.
is very catchy. The
Yes.
name is very catchy.
Everybody likes the name. It's funny because me and sis, we were just sitting down one day and we was like, man, what should we name it? And we came up with this. At first, I came up with Wet Performance because she paint and I, do the mechanics. I was like, Wet Performance. And I was like, yeah. And then she was like, what about Wet Cat Customs? So then that's when we came out with the Wet Cat Customs.
Yes.
So we have two slogans with it. So hers is wait, hers is we get it. I think hers is we get it wet and I keep it tight. So we wanted it to be something to be like, oh my God, did they really just say that type thing? So yeah, so that's what it is. So on the back of her shirt, it says we get it wet, and then mine says I keep it tight. So it's like, when you initially hear the Wet Cat Customs and the thing, it's like, oh my God, it brings people in, and that's what we wanted. We knew that we was gonna have like some people, of course, was gonna be extra with it and all that other stuff, but we don't really care. As long as you come and support and you spend the money with us, we don't care what you think about it or how you feel about it, because Wet Cat Customs is here and we here to stay. And sis is gonna be
Got it.
painting the Impala. So I'm really excited for that, for her to touch it. My Impala is gonna be an all women built car. So I'm
There
excited
it
for it.
is. Y'all see that? Y'all
It's gonna
see
be
that?
some good things.
Let me get this off the screen so y'all can see what she
Yes,
got
yes,
going on. Look at that.
yes.
Doing the thing. Oh, you
Matter of
doing it
fact, let me
over
go
there.
get the
You are
key.
definitely
Let
doing
me go
it. Uh-oh.
let me go get the
Uh-oh.
key for
You
it
very
real quick so I can show
fired
y'all
up.
this bad boy crank up on a dime. We go get the key
And the
for it. I
and
need to
the
crank
and the
her up anyway because
platform,
I ain't drove her in a couple of days.
the 96, the 95, the 93, 94, that Impala, man, was just so, in its air. Everybody loved that
Iconic.
car. For me, what did it for me was all about the Benjamins. When I've
Yes.
seen the car
Yes, it
before,
was. But I've been told that that's a clone though.
oh, okay. Well, close enough. Close enough. What up, Carma? Appreciate you dropping
Hey,
in.
hey, I ain't knocking about it.
Yeah, but
Oh yeah,
the movie itself, it
go on,
just
crank
seems
her
like
up.
it really like put a notice on the car.
And she's super clean, all
Look at
original,
there.
super
Look at
clean.
there. Ooh. And are those LEDs I'm seeing in there?
Yes, yes, sir. All we do is, and then I got the extra lights too. I got these blue
Uh-huh.
lights in here
Uh-huh.
that I
Look at
hooked up in there.
there.
One crank up.
Man, she ain't
And
playing. G Money. G Money. Don't bite off more you can chew, man. Don't do it.
let's go
Don't
ahead and
do it.
pop the hood so I can show you this bad boy is clean, super clean.
Yeah, man. Yeah, let it ride. Keep riding it the way it is. I would.
And I got the LEDs on there. Yeah,
Very
just
nice.
stay in
Very nice. Very nice.
into the car. Oh, there we go. So yeah, this definitely my baby. The LT running strong. She clean. She ain't leaking. AC running helly good. I got the gauge in here to show y'all that it's running. Is it shit? Oh, I need some gas. Oh Jesus. Oh yeah, that AC feel good.
Y'all see it? You see it blowing?
And then the temperature
Yeah.
going down, so I got my little gauge in here. It's gonna go down to probably about 40. And then I ain't got no check engine lights. She good over here. I take care of my baby. And that AC feel good. Jeez, man.
Look at
I
G
just
Money.
love it, man. I'm glad you said that, G Money, because you definitely ain't gonna win, boo.
Hey, Carmine, appreciate you dropping in. Appreciate you dropping in. Appreciate everybody dropping in, man. This has been fun. This has been real fun. Oh man, real fun. Over there, checking out the 96, 95, 96 Impala. I say 95, 96 because they definitely going to fall in the same area there. And then as far as what year's your Challenger?
It's a 2019.
2019. 2019. So that's definitely a riding car. You ride it. Which do you prefer? When you jump in the car, when you go out and you open the garage like you just did, which right there,
This one,
okay, okay, okay,
that Challenger is a
okay.
weekend car. This, if I had it my way, when it get right, the Impala gonna be an everyday car. It's gonna be daily driven, which I mean it about is now. And then with having three cars, it's hard to just drive one because some days if you're like, all right, I want more room, so I hop in the Tahoe. And then some days I'm like, man, I just want my old school, so I get in the Impala. But then some days I wanna bend a couple corners and get sideways, so then I jump in the Challenger. So it all depends on what
You
type of day it
you
is and
got it
what
going.
my mood is.
Yes,
But it's my main one.
yes,
Oh
yes,
yeah,
yes.
that
What's up,
AC
Mister Old
real good.
School?
It's getting there.
Look at
We is
that man.
getting there. It
Ain't
ain't
nothing
even
wrong
been
with
sitting
that.
there long. That's why you know that AC good. The AC actually worked better in here than in my new car. But I mean, I guess
Wow.
that's the old school cars for you, man. It's some Chevys.
Yeah,
Which I'm
yeah,
always gonna
yeah.
be a Chevy girl.
Okay. Well, we definitely gonna try to get a little bit more information on the Wet Cat custom side and talk to Danny and see where she's at on the paint
Yeah.
and stuff. Because I commend the body work and the paint. That is something I just don't have the patience for it. You know what I mean? And it takes a patient person, I think, to do that type of
Especially
work.
being a woman. Because it ain't that many women that's into that either. So I mean, I shout out to her for even going through, and then she go through her trials and tribulations, which I'll allow her to speak on her, side, side of the story, and the things that she deal with as far as on the paint and body side, because she deal with things the same way that I deal with too, and I commend her because she's just badass. She's an awesome person, awesome vibe, awesome just everything, and she really do what she do. Like she could paint, man. Like wait till some pilot get done. I'm gonna make y'all a believer for sure.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Well, I'm gonna I'm gonna get off here. And I appreciate it. Thank you for your time. Thank you for coming to hang out with us, talking to the Whistle Gang
Thank you.
conversations. Everybody in the chat, thank y'all for hanging out. If y'all haven't smashed the like button, do so. If y'all haven't went over and checked out Sasha2Smooth, do so. Follow her on her IG. If you haven't subbed, do so. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Go do all those things,
And make sure you hard
And
smash the like button too, and share
that's
the
it.
podcast.
There it is, and those been sharing the live, man. I appreciate that, man. So I appreciate that. We
Thank
definitely
you
gonna
for
cut this
everybody for the
amount.
support.
Do that, man. Yeah, just check in on them because y'all definitely gonna be. You'll check a video and you might see her at the drag strip. You might see her doing donuts. You might see her just
You might
cooling.
see my tail lights.
But, good one, good one, good one, good one, good one, good one. She ain't playing, y'all. She ain't playing. But again, thank you very much. We definitely gonna. I'm gonna keep up with you, follow you, and see what you got going on over there. And be safe. Have a good one, and don't be working too hard, young lady.
I talked to my grandma always said, if you can't be good, be careful.
Go.
Until the next time.